Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Nothing to See Here podcast. Hi, it's Frankie.
It's Hannah.
I feel so betrayed right now by my best friend. This is nonsense.
I never said I was posting that photo. I didn't say it in the episode. I just completely ignored your text message when you sent those photos.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna ignore every single text message you send for the rest of your days.
I ignored one text message.
It's mentioned in one of our episodes. I hate being ignored. You even posted a clip of that.
Did she?
Yeah,
I did.
Hannah did. It's where you called me, what did he say? A horrible, violent person.
I don't remember the context of that. I mean,
I
I
said,
know I called you that, but I don't remember.
I said I hate being ignored, and when Frankie ignores me, I punch him.
Oh,
And
yes.
then you said, yeah, but you're a horrible, violent person. No, all because I wanted Minhyuk posted. He's cool. Frankie, admit that he's cool. I mean, Frankie did admit that he was cool already, but we watched him be cool again last night.
We did watch him. Well, I mean, he was cool for one event, and then that was it. That was the end.
Hey,
He's losing his aura.
he did try. He did try and fix everything when his member fell during the relay race. He got pretty far. But you can't come back from a fall in a relay race. So we watched Idol Star Adelaide Championships 2016, the first one of 2016. And he has learned. What have you learned?
I've learned nothing. What do you mean? What have I learned?
Yeah, you've learned things.
I've learned that Korean singers take soccer really seriously.
We definitely do. We did see a sexy coach.
It
Even
is a soccer
Frankie,
coach that was
yeah,
super hot. He was very attractive, Hannah.
he was so attractive.
If you send me his photo, I'll post him.
Okay.
He was hot. He was physically attractive. He's a athlete, and he is a good singer.
He was on Masked Singer in Korea,
He's
and
on the
he
Korean
sang
version. Yeah, Korean version
amazing.
of Masked Singer, and he was great.
Yeah, so
And at one point, his first team that he coached was like really bad, so they let him come and play for the team. And he was taking his suit jacket off, and I was like, "This is one of the most attractive things I've ever seen anyone do."
yeah. It was very
I'll say this: it would have been more attractive if he had played in the suit
yeah,
and
but
not
they
put
made
the
him put
soccer jersey
yeah,
on. But
they made him put the soccer jersey on. I
we
I
can't get
think it would
everything
have
we
been
want.
it would have been super attractive if we saw him play seriously. But Frankie even was like, you know that they told him when he goes out on the field that you cannot hurt any of these idols. But yes, he's very attractive. We also learned that Jungkook takes losing very seriously.
Is he a sore loser?
No, I wouldn't say he's a sore loser, but he's competitive,
Yeah.
and he thinks everyone should be just as good as he is, or take it just as seriously as he does.
I'm
And
gonna
he
be
does
real with
take it
you.
very seriously.
It sounds like I would fucking hate him. Like, he sounds annoying in this context.
Can you please cut that out? I don't need Army to come after us.
I'm not cutting it out. I've already insulted them before, and they didn't come after us, so I could
I
take the
don't
heat
think
away from Hannah if she wants me to. Just come at
I
him
I don't
endlessly.
don't please. I
I
will
said
quit
in
our
this
podcast.
context of sports,
I wouldn't say
not
that
like
he's
him as a person or anything.
he's very much like Frankie when Frankie gets competitive. Like he hates losing. Um his members did archery and it was Suga and Jimin. And Jimin got what was his highest, Frankie? Like a
You got like
3?
a 3, I think.
Yeah, and Suga missed. And they did a close up of Jungkook's face.
He was very angry. He wasn't angry. He was upset.
We watched that. Frankie also lost the bet again.
Again, third time in a row. This is
Third
getting embarrassing.
It's really. You know what though? You did win a couple. You won.
Yeah, but none of like the bets. Those are just like the
Right.
little things we talk about. We pick winners, but I lost the bet.
You did, but you're learning. You literally said, "I'm not betting against Minhyuk." You said that, so
That's
we
fair.
bet on second place. Something else happened this week.
You gonna tell us, or are we like we're gonna solve it like the Hardy Boys?
Like lots of things happened this week.
I was waiting for somebody to ask, but fine. The Nintendo Switch 2 came out.
It did.
Nintendo, can you please bring back the DS? I miss
Why?
my little DS.
You still
Bring back the GameCube.
Yeah, that's a good one, Frankie. Do you not have your DS still?
No, I broke the top screen and it wasn't able to be repaired, so.
I feel that, Hannah. I feel that.
What do you guys do to your DSs? I still have all of my gaming systems. All of them.
I dropped mine accidentally. Mine still works. It's just the top screen is like hanging on by a thread. So I can't I don't want to risk it.
I don't know exactly what happened to mine. Like, I think just from I don't know, it broke and I couldn't use the top screen for games, so I had like 2 games I could play. I don't know exactly what happened, and then we just kind of threw it out.
Oh, that's sad. I can give you
After
one of
years.
mine. I have a 3DS. Not a 3DS, sorry. I have a DSi.
We'll talk later.
I think I also have a DS Lite and a regular DS, but I'm not getting
Listen,
rid of
all
that.
I want to do is play freaking Diner Dash on my DS.
Really?
Again.
That's the game you want to play?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Hannah. That's oh, Hannah, you're such a great person now. You're even better in my eyes now.
Thank you.
That's the game?
Yeah. I love those little management games like that.
Oh, I have them on my phone. Did you know Game House has like an entire like all their games on there? You can play them free with ads, and they have a Game House app as well.
Okay.
You can like find out the order of them and play them in like because theirs have stories.
Yes.
So you can like find out the order. If you hit all, like if you filter by all and you go to like the very bottom of the list, it puts like it has all of them in order. So you can get the entire oh my god. They have a doctor one, they have one in a hospital, one where you're a fashion designer, one where you run a clinic, one where you're a detective, one where you're a private eye. Oh, I love these games too, Hannah. I get it. I understand.
Thank you. Like, Amanda made me feel really bad for a second.
These games are all great, Amanda. You gotta play these time management games.
I've played them, alright?
Yeah, and they're awesome.
They're fine. I was thinking games like Rhythm Heaven or the original Rune Factory.
Diner Dash.
You know what else I played on my DS, Amanda?
Cooking Mama?
Oh.
That's a good one.
That is also a good one. But I was gonna say Imagine Fashion Designer.
I also had that one, to be fair. So.
See, that sounds good too.
It wasn't bad. I had Imagine Figure Skating, and that one was shit, I'll be honest.
The Imagine series is half and half. Half really good, half the worst things ever.
Oh, that's upsetting. That's sad.
Yeah, it is a little sad.
They outsourced the production of all the games. So, like, it was kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah, you just kind of got what you got.
Yeah. There was knockoff Cooking Mama, which was really good.
And that was okay.
It was weird, but I enjoyed it.
It wasn't as good as the original Cooking Mama.
Well, no, it's knockoff Cooking Mama.
Hey, remember the one that like the last Cooking Mama was like mining for Bitcoin when you played it?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a Cooking Mama for the Switch, and apparently it
That's
got
the one.
discontinued.
That's the one that was mining for Bitcoin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have that one.
It's the one that people said was mining for Bitcoin, apparently.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I have it. You remember when Cooking Mama became a gardener and a babysitter?
Yeah, Baby Mama.
Yes.
Baby
Wasn't that what it was called? Baby Mama?
It was called Baby Mama.
Yeah. I think whoever, like, the developer of the game regrets that now.
I always remember the Wii version where you could go buy the baby.
Yeah. I also
Whoa, you
remember
could buy a baby?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, you
This
would
is
put the
amazing.
Wii
I didn't know
remote
that.
into it.
Yeah. Oh, yes! Yeah, it came with the baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
kind of
baby
like.
controller, yeah.
Oh, did you think we actually meant like
I thought, like, in the game you could just, like, buy a
purchasing a
baby.
baby?
I was like,
No, I
Jesus
said the
Christ,
Wii
what was this
version.
game?
The
Yeah,
Wii
there's
version.
sometimes in games there are features that aren't in other versions.
Yeah, he's got a point. I get where he was
Thought that
coming
was like
from there.
Okay.
thought that was like a secret mode in the Wii version. You could buy a
That you could just
baby.
buy babies. Yeah. No. No, it was just
I'm
No,
ugh.
the
I remember
controller.
that baby too.
I'm glad you couldn't buy a baby. I'm happy about that.
Actually, if you pressed up, up, down, down, left, right, A onto the Wii remote,
You could
you
purchase
could buy the
babies.
baby. Yeah.
But those are the games that I was expecting you to say when it came to like DS games.
Not
I'm so
Diner
excited that
Dash
she
all
said
the
Diner
way.
Dash.
Or like
Diner Dash.
Nintendogs,
I had Nintendogs. I did
Animal
have that.
Crossing.
I didn't have Animal Crossing. I was like, give me Cake Mania, give me Diner Dash.
Oh my god, I'm so excited about the Diner Dash.
And those were the two games I played all the time because I didn't need the top screen once it broke.
What were you doing to your DS? Just fucking
I don't
abusing
know.
it?
I don't know how it broke. It broke. It just broke. Okay? I don't know what happened to it.
Leave her alone. She's sad about the loss of Diner Dash, okay?
This is a
It's
very
traumatic.
trying time for me. You brought up my trauma.
You were the one who brought it up.
Well, if you want to heal from your trauma, I know the perfect thing that can help with that.
Should we talk about a cryptid?
Yeah. Was there any cryptid games on the DS?
I don't know,
There might
but
have
I'm gonna go on a Google search later.
Do you remember that show
The
that was on
cryptid
Cartoon
show.
Network, The Secret Saturdays,
Yes.
where they
I
were
heard
crypto?
about
They
this
were all
Jack Saturday.
semi-recently.
I had a crush on him. Yeah.
yeah,
I
they were all
remember.
like cryptozoologists, and they would like search for cryptids. Maybe there was a Secret Saturdays game on the DS.
I remember he was in Fusion Fall, which you can still play if you get Open Fusion on your computer.
Secret Saturdays DS. Let's see if there is a Secret Saturdays DS game. So
Oh, Hannah.
Well, I
it's
don't have
called
my
Beasts.
DS, so you just brought up my trauma again.
It's Beasts
Didn't
of
I
the Fifth
just
Sun. You can, yeah, you'll get it.
didn't I,
Amanda will give you DS. You
didn't
can
I
buy
just say
it.
that?
You can buy a new copy of it, Hannah, for $13.78 on Amazon.
Wow.
This game did not do well, apparently. Find and collect over 35 never before seen all new cryptids, plus many other cryptids from the television show. You can also play as cryptids in this game.
Beautiful.
It sounds like it's up Hannah's alley. I don't know why I did poorly. Cryptids weren't in the zeitgeist yet.
No, they were not.
That's why Hannah's doing this. She's bringing them in.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
So speaking of cryptids, we're in Cryptid Corner tonight, besties. Amanda, what cryptid are we talking about?
The Mongolian Death Worm. I love him.
You have been on my ass to talk about the Mongolian Death Worm.
To be
Why
fair,
do you...
I thought you forgot.
I did not. He was on my list. I just had to get to that.
I was hoping you'd forget.
No, because I knew anytime I did a Cryptid Corner episode, Amanda was just going to be like, why aren't you talking about the Mongolian Death Worm? You promised me.
She has a point.
And I didn't want to hear that.
I was hoping you'd forget because I don't know anything about it, so maybe my thoughts will change.
Yeah, you're just hating on the Death Worm just to spite me, I think.
No, not to spite you. It's not to spite you.
It feels like it's spiteful.
Nothing seems impressive about a worm.
I I got it wrong though. At one of the points I referenced that the Mongolian Death Worm eats, like, puts his tail in his mouth and rolls around like that. That is not the Mongolian Death Worm. It's something else.
Yeah, that's the hoop snake.
The hoop snake. Thank you.
So he doesn't even do that.
No, but
No,
there's a lot that I like about the Mongolian Death Worm.
why do you love him so much? Give us some highlights.
The one, it kind of is a badass name. Mongolia's cool, sure. I've never been, but I imagine it's cool. This is where you guys go. Yeah, Amanda.
I mean, I don't know much about Mongolia, so I can't confirm or deny.
He spits venom.
He spits acid, correct.
Yeah, yeah. It can kill you instantly. And he also can shock people.
Yeah, he's deadly.
But he's not like the type of worm that you can, like, find around, like, in your backyard. He's only in, like, I think it's the
Are you
Gobi Desert.
You're kidding me, right? You can't find him in the backyard just hanging out?
No, you can't. Sorry.
He's a very elusive creature.
He is elusive. But I first found out about the Mongolian Death Worm because I watched a film called Mongolian Death Worm that was on the Sci-Fi Channel. That's how I
The
first found out
Sci-Fi
about it.
Channel is a gift that keeps on giving.
It really is. Firefly was on there. Star Trek, I think.
I used to watch the special effects makeup competition. What was that called? What's that called?
Face Off?
Yes. That was on the Sci-Fi Channel. That was always fun and interesting.
So, yeah.
You love the Death Worm because he's basically a little shit
Yeah,
that can kill
he's
you.
kind of a dick.
He looks like a dick in like every single painting done of him.
You know,
Oh, he's commissioned paintings of himself.
as a you know what? He is an art connoisseur. We should.
He likes having portraits done. Yeah, so that's it for today's episode. Amanda pretty much talked about every single point I have.
Really, that's it?
No, I have a bunch of notes, but you got like the big ones already about
Okay.
our little friend.
Well, you shouldn't have asked me. Of course I
I
know about
wanted
him.
to hear you talk about how much you love him. It's always fun bringing people's passions out. Found in the Gobi Desert, the Mongolian Death Worm, aka the Olge Korkoi, or the large intestine worm as it translates to, is said to look like a big fat worm that can be between 2 and 6 feet long. It's dark red in color. You can't tell its head from its tail as it has no visible eyes or nose. And the worm supposedly has spikes at both its head and tail, most likely to harm its prey or be used as a defense mechanism. I think the spikes are likely used as a attack because this little cryptid is also said to spit streams of corrosive venom and can electrocute things from a distance. Sometimes this cryptid is described as sausage like and has either 2 or 3 rows of razor sharp teeth. And it's so poisonous that one little touch can kill you. The Mongolian death worm is a very elusive creature, and it mainly lives underground in the most desolate parts of the Gobi Desert. It really only will appear above ground after it rains. And something interesting is that since it's known to live in a desert environment, it will come out and sun itself like a snake, which does lead me to believe it's cold-blooded. He's an odd little fellow because, worms and desert don't really go together.
Yeah, they like the mud. Worms like mud.
Yeah. If you see the Mongolian death worm while you're out and about in the Gobi Desert, you'll want to turn the other way and run. Just pretend you didn't see it. You don't want this thing spitting acid at you.
What about your enemies?
I mean, I guess you would want to send your enemies to look for him. But the death worm is rarely seen by people. It has never been photographed, and no remains have ever been found. There's no hard evidence to suggest that this cryptid actually exists. Most stories about the death worm are secondhand. Lots of these stories will begin with someone saying, a friend of a friend's uncle's cousin's best friend's sister saw the death worm.
And they lived to tell the tale?
Yeah.
Not much of a death worm then, is he?
These are the people who hightailed it the other way when they saw them. If you think back to other Cryptid Corner episodes I've done, there's more evidence to suggest that those cryptids are real. The Fresno Nightcrawlers were caught on camera. The Yucca Man has supposedly been photographed, and Mothman has tons of first-hand accounts told about him. But the Mongolian Death Worm doesn't have any of that. This guy's more folklore than cryptid. But the lack of
He has a
evidence.
movie.
He has a fictional movie about him.
Yeah,
So
but
does
there's not, like,
Mothman.
there's no photos of him, Amanda.
There are very
Where's the
nice
picture?
paintings.
All right. That's not a photo. I could make a nice painting.
There's no photos of
Photograph.
Socrates.
All right. So, what does that mean?
Socrates existed.
Okay.
We have first-hand accounts that say he existed, yeah.
We have his
We
writings.
have his writings, yeah.
We don't have anything from the Death Worm. Where is the Mongolian Death Worm's manifesto?
Where's his caked-up statue?
Where's his diss track rap album?
You mean to tell me he doesn't have a statue? Like, at all?
I don't
I
think
have no
anyone's.
idea. I don't think I saw that in my
I-
research.
I'd be pretty certain no one's built a statue of the Mongolian Death Worm.
I don't know if there's a statue of a worm anywhere, period.
I don't know if anyone would want a statue of a worm. It'd be a pretty, like,
I mean, if it was to scale, it'd be very small of a normal
yeah,
worm.
that's true. And if it wasn't to scale, people wouldn't recognize it as a worm.
I'm looking this shit up. Give me a second.
You're gonna look up to see if there's a sculpture or statue of the Mongolian Death Worm.
I mean, you can buy people's artworks, like statues. I mean, look,
Well, then I guess there is a statue of the Mongolian Death Worm.
they're not big, obviously. They're probably the size of, like, an anime figurine, but...
So the size of a worm.
Yeah!
He
A
doesn't
thick
have,
worm.
like, a monument anywhere, though.
I mean,
Is he, like, is he bigger than your average worm, or is he just, like,
Yeah, he's
worm size?
between, like, he's between 2 and 6 feet long.
Okay, well, that's a wide difference of
Yeah.
size. That's wild. That's
Yeah.
that's the difference between, like, an infant and an NBA player. What are we, between 2 and 6 feet?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you miss that part?
He's a big
Yeah,
worm.
I think I did. Now, well, wait a second.
big.
Maybe he's not a big worm. Well, 2 feet is pretty big for a worm, but, like,
2 feet is big for a worm.
yeah, but, like, he could be a ginormous worm if he's 6 feet. Are these
He
different
could be
worms?
taller than us.
Is there more than one Mongolian death worm, or is this just a single Mongolian death worm?
That's a great question, Frankie.
That's a great question, and I can't tell you one way or the other.
I don't
course
think
not.
anybody can.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can.
Just like we don't know if there's multiple Bigfoots or not.
I think there are because
Well,
they're all over America.
you know,
Like,
there's
they've
multiple
been seen in
Sasquatches.
all 50 states.
And there's multiple Sasquatches, at least, because we have Bigfoot and the Yeti.
Yes, 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 yes.
I just wasn't sure if there was more than one of these worms. Because, I mean, 2 to 6 feet is a wide discrepancy. So either there's more than one worm, and some are smaller than others, or people have seen him at different times in his life,
I think I'm
and
more inclined to
he's
believe
grown.
there's like multiple.
I would think there's multiple too. I would like to think that at least. I believe.
Would you? You'd like to think there's multiple death machine worms out there?
Yeah. Does anybody really hang out in the Gobi Desert? Like, do we know?
Mongolians.
Do they actually hang out there, or is it kind of
I don't.
just
I don't
like,
know.
yeah, I don't know either.
I remember from one of my sports podcasts, this one reporter went out and did something in Mongolia, and there's still a large population of the Mongolian that are nomadic. So maybe they're like crossing through the desert. I don't know how much time they actually spend in the desert, but they would at least have to cross through, I would
Well, I
assume.
hope we have no first-hand accounts according to Hannah. So, you know, they're probably sneaky and like to be left alone.
Did we also miss the part where I said it was an elusive creature?
See, Frankie, we're fine.
I
We're
feel
fine.
like I said it's an elusive cryptid 5 times.
Well,
I,
I don't.
I
What do you
heard
mean
you,
we're
Hannah.
fine?
Frankie just didn't
I
listen to
heard
me.
that it was elusive. I heard that it was elusive. What does that have to do with seeing multiple of them?
I don't know. Your
I don't
questions
know.
tax my brain tonight.
I
By the
didn't know it
way,
was such a complicated question.
Hannah, I found out more. It's not just the hoop snake that I was referring to that has the rotation thing where it
Okay.
bites its tail. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong because it's from Japan, but it's the Tsuchinoko. Is a snake that means dirt child or child of hammer. Uh, he's kind of a thick boy, but he rolls around, or she rolls around by biting her tail and spinning around like the hoop snake. They also like alcohol, apparently.
Let's go to them.
So,
That brings up another interesting question about the Mongolian Death Worm that I have, Hannah.
which
Okay.
is
Are they girthy boys or?
I think
Um,
girthy boy. What do
One
you
person
consider girthy?
described the death worm as sausage-like.
You know
I
what? That's
don't
pretty
have
good.
a width for you.
I think that's a pretty good answer. I mean,
Yeah,
there are different
sausage-like.
sausages out there, but
My only other answer is gonna be girthy, like the way some dicks are.
I was just gonna say, to be fair, if somebody described a dick as sausage-like, that's not a bad dick.
No, not at all. Okay, let's continue with the
Yeah,
Mongolian
let's
death
move on.
worm. I don't wanna have this conversation anymore.
Way to go,
yeah,
Frankie.
this isn't my fault. I didn't bring dicks up. That was all Hannah.
It was.
Hannah did this to herself
Yeah, but you asked about girth. You should have known subconsciously that this is where it was
because
gonna go.
you described the girth of the Japanese friend.
I said he was chonky.
Yeah, all right.
The lack of evidence surrounding the Mongolian death worm hasn't stopped many a cryptozoologist and adventurer from venturing into the Gobi Desert in hopes to find and document this cryptid. All the way
Wait,
back in
wait,
yes,
cryptozoologists actually exist?
yeah. Like that's
Oh,
okay.
guys.
Here's the thing. No, no, no. Here's the thing. You want you're thinking of like a Bigfoot hunter, aren't you?
I am.
Here's the thing. Cryptozoology is an actual field, and most times it refers to like a person searching for like bugs in the rainforest.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So like there's two paths to cryptozoology.
There's
You
two
can
paths
see
of crazy. The ones that are looking for bugs and the ones that are looking for things that don't exist.
yes, 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 yes. Yes. But it's an actual field. It's an actual scientific field where people are trying to find and document unknown animals that are typically found in more remote areas like the rainforest or the ocean or even in like a desert environment, I guess you could say. But you hear the word cryptid and you then hear cryptozoologist and you're like, "Oh, one of
That's a
them
crazy
Bigfoot
person.
hunters." Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they seem like scientists.
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought cryptozoology, like zoologists, were just like the professional sounding name that Bigfoot hunters called themselves.
I'm sure
I'm sure
some
some of
do.
Just
them
like
do.
Yeah.
cashiers on their resumes will call themselves somebody who operates a point of sale system.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta put stuff like that on your resume.
Just
Mhm.
call yourself a fucking cashier.
Well, you gotta give yourself your official title. I think they put cashier, and then they put like under their duties operate point of sale system.
Mhm.
But do you know what? Do you know what? Like, if you work at Subway, do you know what your job title technically is?
No,
Tell me.
Sandwich artist.
Beautiful.
that's amazing.
I was a sandwich artist.
Were you
Nice.
really?
Yeah, I worked at Subway in high school for like
I didn't know
2
that.
months.
And you managed and you dealt with financial transactions in a point of sale system.
I did. Yeah, I did do that. I was an artist and a banker. Look at that.
Mhm.
Did you ever meet Jared? Did you kick his ass?
No, he was already he already was like arrested by the time I got the job.
Anyway, all the way back in 1926, American paleontologist and explorer Roy Chapman Andrews wrote and published a book titled On the Trail of Ancient Man. In this book was a series of secondhand stories about the Mongolian death worm. These stories were told to him by many Mongolian officials at the time. One of Mongolia's former prime ministers was even quoted in the book. Though Roy Chapman Andrews did write the following caveat: none of those present ever had seen the creature, but they all firmly believed in its existence and described it minutely. Thanks to
Oh,
Roy and his book. Yes.
well, I mean, no one's seen Santa Claus either, but we all believe in him.
Excuse me, we all saw him every year at Shoe
He was
Did
at
we?
Shoe? Was he?
for Christmas on the Hill. Remember?
No, I
I
went
don't.
one
No,
time.
what? I went 4 times.
Yeah, Santa was there all 4 years. He's
I
always
did not
there.
see him. Never saw Santa at Christmas on the Hill.
I didn't see him at any of those times.
I saw some imposters in the mall.
I'm not talking about the mall Santas.
You telling me Tim Allen was at No, damn.
Shut up.
Now you guys are about to give me a new Mandela effect. I'm not gonna lie.
Mickey Rooney was he was at Christmas on the Hill? I had no idea.
So thanks to this book and our boy Roy, the Mongolian death worm was catapulted into the global mainstream in the following decades as countless people set out to find this elusive creature. One such man was Czech cryptozoologist Ivan Mackerle, and in late 1989 and early 1990, he said, "I'm gonna find the Mongolian death worm."
It's good to have
He
goals.
didn't. He didn't.
Well,
He went on 3 expeditions to find the death worm. One in 1990, another in 1992, and a final one in 2004.
I'm sure it's hard to find a worm in the desert.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
And it's a big desert.
Yeah, honestly, I think it would be hard to find a worm in just a backyard.
You go out after it rains, they're everywhere. They love it.
Yeah.
They're having a great time.
Yeah, I
In the
saw a bunch of
backyard, I
wormies
thought they go
today.
on I thought they'd go on asphalt. I always would see them on asphalt after it rained.
Those are hitchhiker worms. They're looking for a ride out.
Oh, Frankie.
Yeah, no, I saw a bunch of worms today. So our boy Ivan, he's in Mongolia in 1990. He's trekking through the desert. He's going into the most remote regions with his team for 8 whole weeks. He finds nothing, even after attempts to lure the creature out with small explosive devices. He took inspiration from Dune
I'm sorry,
by Frank Herbert.
wait, small explosive devices. He could have just
Yeah,
exploded the worm.
That is true. But you see, he took inspiration from Dune by Frank Herbert because the sandworms in Dune could be brought to the surface by rhythmic thumping. And since the Dune sandworms were inspired by the Mongolian Death Worm, then therefore the Death Worm could be brought to the surface by this rhythmic thumping.
Is that true?
The Dune sandworms are inspired by the Mongolian Death Worm?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
See? There are movies about the Mongolian Death Worm. There's Timothy Chalamet's in them.
Tim Salamander?
Yeah, that little Victorian boy.
Little Victorian boy. I forgot that's what you call him.
He looks like a little Victorian boy. He's a New York Knicks fan. Did you know that?
No, I
No, he
didn't.
is from New York.
Isn't
A
he
big
dating Kylie
sports
Jenner?
guy. Yeah, I think so.
Kind of
He's a
lost
big
a little
sports
respect
guy.
for him.
That Timothy Chalamet.
I had no
And
idea.
a big Mongolian Death Worm guy apparently too.
I think he was just in a movie called Dune.
Yeah, about the Mongolian Death Worm.
I think
People
that
love
the
the sandworms,
may have
right?
been. I think the sandworms may have been based on the death worms.
Yeah, alright, that's what I said. It's about the Mongolian Death Worm.
It. Hey.
Ivan came to the conclusion during this expedition in 1990 that while the small explosive devices and rhythmic thumping didn't work to bring the death worm out, he did come to the conclusion that the death worm extracts its venom from the Goyo plant. No, I do not have an answer as to how he came to this conclusion. He said no facts, just vibes, and I kind of respect that.
Do you know what a Goya plant is?
No, not really.
Do you know what a Goya plant is?
No, that's why I was asking our expert.
Hang on.
Fair enough.
I'm going to ask the expert that is Google.
Thank you,
We're
Mr.
getting
Google.
Goya. We're getting Goya plant updates right now. The crowd waits with bated breath.
It looks like a cactus.
Okay. Well, that's something. Is it edible? I'm assuming not.
Both there are two species native to the Gobi Desert, and both are considered medicinal and are protected due to their rarity in Mongolia.
Ah,
So they are edible.
apparently they're helpful.
They have blue-green needles and a dense, compact growth habit, making them suitable for bonsai or smaller gardens.
Dense,
Right.
compact growth.
Oh wait, no, there's many Goyo plants.
Oh, we're being
The one,
misinformed about the Goya plant?
yes, I have. Well, I was
Just
looking
got
at
her
the
back.
Japanese version. I'm sorry. That was the appearance of the Japanese.
We're spreading misinformation about Goyas.
The ones in the Gobi Desert are red, and Frankie's not gonna really get this, but it looks like a liquid lipstick applicator
Yeah, it
that was
does.
in red lipstick.
I know those.
That, yeah,
You're
it
right, I
looks
don't
like
get that.
a liquid lipstick applicator just sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, I understood none of that. I understood red.
Not where I would expect to get something that's gonna help me medically.
You never know. Willow trees can help you medically.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to help you out there.
You're right. You're right. I
We
was
used to
wrong.
get we used to get vanilla flavor from anal glands of beavers.
We still do, Frankie.
We do, yeah. So you never know what's helpful out there
That's
in the
why
world.
I only get the pure vanilla, because that grosses
By
me out.
I only eat chocolate.
It's fucking way more expensive, but at least I'm not
You eat
eating
chocolate?
anal stuff.
Oh yeah. I think the Mongolian Death Worm likes vanilla.
I think him more as like maybe like a like if he had like
Maybe like a butterscotch kind of guy. Yeah.
I was thinking more of a peanut butter kind of person.
Peanut butter.
Interesting. I was thinking he was sophisticated and like saffron.
Maybe caviar?
That's not a It's not like a sweet flavor though.
No,
Everyone's
but
got
it
some sort of
seems
sweet they
bougie
like.
and
He's
he
probably let's be honest. He probably him and Uncle Iroh would have some tea. Like he probably
yes.
fancy ass tea.
I don't need therapy. I just need to spend the afternoon drinking tea with Uncle Iroh.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That sucks that he can't like brew his own tea. I assume
We don't
the
know.
Mongolian Death Worm.
We've never seen him. Maybe he has little arms that could pop out.
We don't know his abilities.
Yeah, maybe he's figured out how to use his tail to make tea. I mean, he can roll
Sure.
around. Oh, no, he can't. That's a different snake.
He can crawl
Yeah,
like a
you
worm.
keep it. You can't roll. This man can't even roll. What do you think he's gonna make tea?
Like, he could.
He could push things.
Yeah. My cats push things off the counter all the fucking time. Fucking assholes.
Back to Ivan Mackerle. He goes back into the Gobi Desert in 1992 for another 8-week trip. This time he meets a Buddhist monk who tells him to stop investigating the death worm as it is a supernatural evil and he would be putting his life at risk trying to find the creature.
Ah.
During this expedition, Ivan had vivid nightmares and dreams about the Mongolian death worm, and one night, after one of these nightmares, he woke up with blood-filled boils on his back that he has no explanation for.
He probably got an infection.
He's been out in
He
the
has
desert for a
no
while.
explanation for them.
Probably an infection. You should probably get checked out by a doctor.
After this 8-week trek was over, he returned to his home in Prague and he used all the footage,
In Prague?
photographs.
Fuck this guy.
What?
He has a home in Prague? Fuck this guy.
I think that's where he's from.
Yeah.
Where from?
Look at you being from Prague and shit.
When he returned home, he used all the footage and photographs and data he had collected over his 2 trips to make a documentary entitled The Sand Monster Mystery. I really don't know what data and photographs and footage he collected because he didn't find anything.
You got some nice pictures of the Goya plant.
That's true.
That's how we know it's red.
And lipsticky.
He would once again return to the Gobi Desert in 2004. During the late summer, he scoured the desert with an ultraviolet airplane pilot named Yeezy Zitka. The pair
Yeezy?
attached.
Whoa, I didn't know Kanye was a pilot.
I didn't either. God,
Did
if
you say
only he would just
ultra-violent?
Violet.
Oh,
Ultraviolet.
an ultra-violent pilot. I thought you said. I was like, all right, damn.
How would one
They
find that out? If somebody was ultraviolet.
Make him angry.
spend 8 weeks looking
Ult-
for the death worm.
That's true.
The
I
pair
think I might become
attached. You would
ultra-violent if I
become
spent 8 weeks in the desert looking for a worm.
the most remote parts too.
Well, that's where he would be, obviously.
Well, yeah, that's where you gotta look. An ultraviolet camera was attached to the plane, and the pair flew all over the desert searching for the Mongolian death worm, only to find nothing, as we all know. So, after 3 unsuccessful expeditions, Ivan came to the conclusion that the Mongolian death worm was a myth. It was a figment of everyone's imagination or
I
a
can't believe that.
psychological problem brought on by the heat of the desert.
Way to just, like, offend a culture or some folklore.
So I don't know if I'd call it a psychological problem.
Yeah.
That seems a little offensive.
I guess in my head, I guess he thought like he meant like a mirage from like the desert heat.
Okay, then just say mirage.
Oh.
I don't know.
He didn't know the word. He didn't know the word mirage. So he said psychological problem.
I mean, I guess technically a mirage would be a psychological problem. You're imagining
I don't know if
something
that's
that's not
considered a
there.
psychological problem.
I don't think it's a problem either.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
it's
trying
not
to
like
help this man out
great.
here.
I don't
Yeah, don't
think you
help out
can.
Ivan.
We don't need to help out this guy just upsetting and offending cultures.
Just for funsies, do you guys want to hear some of the other things Ivan has investigated?
Yeah, I
I
kind of do.
absolutely would love this.
Okay, good. He went to Madagascar in search of man-eating death blossoms.
So this is the
Ours?
crazy cryptozoologist guy. This is
Yeah,
one of the crazies.
yeah. Because he also drove all around Transylvania looking for Count Dracula's castle.
I like this man.
I know where that is. That's just Ivan the Terrible's castle. I found it.
Yeah.
No. Count Dracula, as in the fictional character created by Bram
No,
Stoker.
I know, but I'm telling him I found the castle.
We found it, yeah. A long
It's not
time
the
ago,
real
somebody
one.
actually found it.
It's not the real one.
It's old. It's real old, dude.
It's never been
It's
lost,
been there a
actually.
while. Yeah.
He has also investigated the Loch Ness Monster, which this is the most normal thing on this list, by the way.
Sounds like it.
Scooby-Doo does that too. He investigates the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
He does.
He went on a myriad of ghost hunts throughout oh my god.
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah. I have
That's
I
pretty
have
normal. People do that a lot.
I have displeased my Czechoslovakian ancestors by not being able to pronounce where they're from.
You know, as somebody who was also from Czechoslovakia, or not I'm from, but, you know, has that
As
ancestry.
ancestry.
Yeah. Some days we just have off days pronouncing that.
Okay, thank you. Well, the country has a bunch of haunted castles, so Ivan went around and investigated these haunted castles to see if the hauntings were real or not. He essentially played Haunter Hoax in real life.
And what was his determination?
Better be good.
Some were, some aren't.
Okay, so he did believe that some weren't.
Mhm.
Okay. I
I'd say
find him
it's
a
a
little bit
decent
more credible.
50-50.
Some of them were mental problems.
Psychological problems.
I'm sorry, yeah, psychological problems.
How dare you, Frankie?
I'm sorry, I don't want to misquote Ivan.
He also went on a scuba diving exploration off a Micronesian island in search of a mausoleum full of platinum coffins.
Why?
I
So
don't know.
Atlantis?
No, not Atlantis.
Then yeah, whose coffins?
I don't know, just a bunch of
Platinum.
platinum coffins, yeah.
People just using platinum to make coffins.
You just thought that someone lost a bunch of platinum coffins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody might need help finding these.
And
God,
the final
I want
thing
this
on
guy to
our
have a
list,
TV show so bad.
he's dead.
That's so sad, Hannah.
When
I
did he
know.
die?
2010s maybe, or 2000s?
This guy would be
Is-
this would be a more entertaining guy than Zach Baggins.
I would agree with that. I was
100%.
just about to say.
This
Zach Bagels would. He'd have
Zach
some real
Bagels would
competition.
kill to have a show like this.
Yeah.
The final thing on my list that Ivan investigated was in Papua New Guinea. He went to investigate reports of pterodactyls flying in the jungle.
Oh my god, this guy is amazing.
Wait, the pterodactyls get
investigating-
better. They get better because reportedly they
They're
had
also carrying
fluorescent skin
mini T-Rexes.
and glowed in the dark. No, the
That's-
pterodactyls
oh.
glowed in the dark.
They glowed in the dark, Frankie.
That's amazing. Why are we not making television about this?
Because it was the 2000s and we didn't have cryptid craze then.
Yeah, but people made ancient aliens back then.
That's true.
People would have loved this show.
We should go investigate the glowing pterodactyls.
I didn't expect glowing pterodactyls today.
And that's it for our list. We now return to the Mongolian Death Worm. What
Hey, if we
could...
didn't talk about the death worm, we would have never talked about this fucker.
No. And honestly,
Yeah, I'll forgive the death worm then.
I'm considering doing a whole episode on Ivan, but I feel like I've already given you the greatest hits.
Nah, but we could delve into more. No.
I mean, we could, but like,
I mean, you could do a whole episode about a bunch of different crazy crypto guys. Crypto
So you
zoo
just
guys.
saying
real.
crypto just sounds like cryptocurrency, though. I
Crypto
don't want
zoo
to talk
guys.
about crypto bros.
No,
Call
zoo
them
guys.
cryptid guys.
I fixed it. I said
Cryptid men.
zoo.
The Kryptonians. That's Superman. Never mind.
That is yeah.
I brought Superman into
That's
it.
a different race, Frankie.
That's an alien. They would love to investigate that.
Yeah.
So what could the Mongolian Death Worm possibly be? What could people have seen that gave rise to this myth?
A snake.
You are
Just
correct.
a weird looking worm.
No, the most likely explanation is that the Mongolian Death Worm is a Tartar sand boa.
Like
The
tartar
Tartar
sauce?
sand boa is known to live in desert environments over in the Middle East, Asia, and even the southern part of Russia. And yes, it's known to live in Mongolia. Like the death
Oh.
worm, the Tartar sand boa is an elusive creature tending to live underground and popping up after it rains or basking in the sun for 2 or 3 days before disappearing once again. And the snake, it spits acid. This snake will pop up from its burrow, blow up like a balloon, and spit acid on its prey. And apparently in 1983, people who supposedly saw the Mongolian death worm were shown pictures of the Tartar sand boa, and they positively identified it as the death worm.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea of a positive identification, like it's a fucking criminal.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming this was like in a lineup, like which is the death worm? Who stole your cows?
Who stole your cows?
I don't know why cows is what I thought of.
Who did it? Where are they? That man's interrogating a fucking snake.
But if you're not a fan of snakes, then the Mongolian death worm could possibly be a worm lizard.
A worm? Excuse me?
A worm lizard.
A worm and a lizard have a baby?
I'm less of a fan of that, actually.
These little guys are lizards that have no legs. They have rudimentary eyesight.
I love that. Never mind. Frankie, we like this now.
They have rudimentary eyesight, and some of their scales, or some of them that have their scales, are in the shape of rings, which run all the way down their bodies, making them look like an earthworm. There's a bunch of different species, so they live all over the world. And Amanda, I need you to look up the Mexican mole lizard. They are in the same family as worm lizards, but these guys have 2 little front feet.
Mole lizard?
Yeah, they also do kind of look like
Oh my god,
dicks.
he's so cute! Oh my god, okay, to be fair, one of the pictures he kind of looks like he has like the head of a penis. But
They
aside
do
from
look
that,
like dicks, but they're so cute.
they're really cute. I love him.
Frankie, look up the Mexican mole lizard.
Yeah, Frankie.
Right now? Immediately?
Yes.
Right now.
Alright, let me get I don't have my phone on me.
Well, get it. We'll wait.
This is an audio medium. I just would like to remind everybody.
I will be posting a picture of the Mexican worm lizard, don't you worry. Or the Mexican mole lizard, sorry.
Are you making your own cryptid there for a minute?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like it.
You're so wrong, Frankie.
It looks slimy. I don't like it. I know it's not slimy, but it looks it.
I don't know if I can be friends with Frankie anymore.
I know. It hurts, doesn't it? You know, when I called him to tell him that I got the Nintendo Switch 2, he wasn't even excited for me, Hannah.
I'm sorry. That's so
Thank you.
upsetting.
I know.
It was a busy day at work. I was tired.
Yeah, but you show up for your friends, Frankie. Hannah would have shown up for me.
What? I don't have to show up. What do I have to do to show up?
Is
Something
now
good
a good
happened. What do you
time
mean
to
show up?
point out I also ignored that text?
Yeah, Hannah didn't show up either, Amanda.
Yeah,
Oh,
but if I
Hannah
called,
would
she would have
show up.
shown up.
Yes,
But
if you
Hannah's
had
also not
called.
a gamer like you are. I thought you would be excited for me, but I guess not.
I was happy for you.
No, you weren't. You didn't
I
sound it.
was, and I told you I was happy for you. My emotions don't answer to you, Amanda.
They should, I say as a therapist.
Yeah, I don't think that's advice you should be giving. Can you tell people that?
Hey, something that I
Are
tell
you
my
allowed to say
clients,
that?
something that I tell my clients all the time is that therapists don't always listen to their advice. I can't be on all of the time. I'm human too.
Exactly, Amanda. I can't be on all of the time.
Yeah, well, you could have been on there.
He's so done with you.
I'm done with him.
All right, let's
You know what?
bring this
No
episode
longer my
home
maid of
then.
honor, Frankie. And you know what else? I'm taking Vernon in our custody battle.
Don't bring this up. Don't bring up this imaginary baby.
I'm bringing it up.
Jesus Christ. You got to explain it now. You can't just say that.
I told Frankie yesterday that I had a dream that me and Frankie had a kid. We named him Vernon, and we were in an argument because Frankie wanted to dress him up in soccer gear, and I wanted to dress him up in overalls, which would have been way cuter. So I'm taking Vernon
Hi,
in this
Hannah. How you
custody
doing?
battle.
I'm with Amanda on this one. I think you should make him into a little farmer.
Thank
Here's the thing.
you!
I agree with that. I would also not make my child wear a soccer uniform.
No, you said baseball.
I said baseball, yeah. I put a little baseball uniform on.
It's cuter than soccer, but it's still not as cute as overalls, Hannah.
I didn't say it was as cute as overalls.
Leave Vernon Patrick alone.
Could it be possible that you hopped timelines and saw an alternate universe version of you and Frankie?
It's very
And
possible.
we have a kid named Vernon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jen was still there, though, so.
What was she doing?
I don't know. She was just there in the background.
All right.
Just kind of hanging out,
This
just
is.
being like, I don't know why I'm here.
Can I tell you how bizarre this is? That like, this was also basically the plot of Doctor Who season finale, where they all existed in an alternate world, where the Doctor and one of his companions had a baby, and they had to go back and save that time. Like they erased that timeline because it was bad, and then they had to go back and save that baby to make sure that baby still existed.
My brain hurts.
Yeah, I'm also confused. I just thought this was a dream about me telling me I needed to have a kid.
You don't need to have a kid.
I don't think that. No. No. No.
You guys
I'm
telling
gonna
me
let you
that
know
I would be a
now.
bad mother?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you don't need to have a kid now.
No, not now, but I need to eventually.
You don't. No one needs to. Sorry, some heads of state need to, I guess. Anyway, does the Mongolian Death Worm need to have kids?
That's actually a good question.
I have no idea how
Carrier.
the Mongolian Death Worm would reproduce, if it can reproduce or what.
I would assume it reproduces like a worm. I don't know how worms reproduce, but I assume it'd be a similar method as that.
Sure. Sure. We'll go with that. We are
My
nearing the
question.
end of. Yes, your question.
I do have a question. Did anybody here dissect a worm when they were in school?
No.
I did not dissect a worm. We looked at worms and we had to identify like 2 points on their body.
Oh, we dissected a worm and they had like a bunch of hearts or something. I don't know. But I was curious if, like, obviously we've never seen this worm, so we don't know, but do you think the death worm's anatomy is very similar to that of an actual worm's anatomy.
I'm conflicted because base-wise, like, it's a worm, but then, like,
Yeah.
the details are like, it has spikes and 2 or 3 rows of razor-sharp teeth, so
It can spit poison or
yeah,
acid or
so I would
whatever it's
assume
being like.
no. Like, some
I
things,
assume very.
yes, but there's some very big differences.
I assume a lot of big differences in that,
It would
anatomically
probably
speaking.
be way easier to dissect that fucker though than just a tiny ass worm.
They're bigger, at
Yeah.
least 2 feet.
Yeah, at least. Also, if this is just a snake that people are seeing in the desert, I think that's an awesome name for a snake, and we need to call it that instead of the tartar snake or whatever. Name it after tartar sauce.
I don't think they named it after tartar sauce. I don't.
It sounds like it.
We've reached the end of this week's episode of Cryptid Corner. Neither a worm lizard or the Tartar sand boa are exact matches to the Mongolian death worm. Neither creature is capable of electrocuting its prey. Nor
I
do
forgot
either
about
have
that power.
nor do either snake and worm lizard have spikes on their heads and butts.
That's an evolutionary defect. They should correct that.
It has to hurt when they sit.
I don't think
Yeah,
worms do a
'cause
lot of sitting.
but it goes all the way around.
Worms can sit, maybe.
I don't think worms can sit.
It would not be
Did you ever
comfy.
see that episode of SpongeBob where that lady was in the wheelchair that wanted chocolate? She looked like a worm. Maybe that's how worms sit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we should be taking our biology lessons from SpongeBob.
Mhm.
There's also a squirrel that lives underwater on that show. That's not real. That can't happen.
She has an air tank. That could probably happen.
I
And we don't know how deep Bikini Bottom is.
Yeah, a squirrel still can't live underwater. I'm gonna
She can if she
no
has
matter how deep it
oxygen.
is.
Yeah, she can if she has oxygen and her little oxygen tree thing.
Yeah, I don't think that a squirrel could have a suit like that. I just
Not
What
with
if?
that attitude, it can't.
Yeah, Frank.
all right.
Jesus.
Fair enough.
First,
Fair
you see,
enough.
this is what I have to deal with. This is why we're getting a divorce. This is why I'm taking Vernon.
I didn't know we were married in that dream.
I don't know if we were or we weren't. I don't
You
know.
you don't have to be married to have a kid.
It's very true. I can still take custody though, even if it's not a divorce.
Yeah, I mean, you can still have custody battles. Yeah.
We really lost the plot tonight.
Maybe I should draw a picture of Vernon.
Yeah, so the next artwork is gonna go on the Instagram, a picture of a kid from your dream.
This
Imaginary
kid
kid.
doesn't exist.
He was so real. I actually woke up and I was like, I need to feed Vernon. And then
I think you actually hot timelines, girl.
I was like, I don't have a kid.
This is bizarre. I don't. Let's end this. This is weird.
Shut up.
Hannah, do you have anything else to say
What do
about
you think I
Cryptid
feel?
Corner?
Realistically, the Mongolian death worm is pure myth. He's just a fun bit of folklore. But this cryptid has inspired many a creature in fiction and pulp culture. I've already mentioned Dune, but the Mongolian death worm has inspired creatures in Dungeons and Dragons, the film series Tremors, Dark Souls 3, and Death Worm is the name of an enemy in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right.
Yeah. Love the Death
Also,
Worm.
I'm pretty sure there's a What's New Scooby-Doo episode that features the Mongolian death worm, or at least a creature that's heavily inspired by the death worm.
I mean, we are still looking for a second episode to add to the list. So, like, if you want to do that episode,
Have we not picked what episode we're doing?
we have one episode on there, but we don't have the second. So,
Oh, okay.
all right. Well, that's that. Next week, Amanda, you're in charge.
Yeah, I am.
What are we doing next week?
I believe it's Treasure Island.
Oh, we're doing Disney?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. You could have something else.
I could. I don't.
One time you told us about death metal.
I did. Yeah, but I was really, really interested in that. Nothing's piqued my interest.
All right, that's fair.
It takes a lot to pique my interest, apparently.
All right, we're gonna talk about Treasure Island, not the good one with the Muppets
And Tim Curry.
Or
and
Treasure
Tim
Planet,
Curry
which is also a
and
good one.
singing. No, instead, we're talking about what year is this from?
It's right after Cinderella, so
I don't remember what year Cinderella was from, so
I
Cinderella
think
was
50s.
1950.
Yeah. So this is from the 50s. We're getting closer to Swiss Family Robinson.
okay. Should I be excited about that?
I like Swiss Family Robinson. What's his name he's in this? Bobby Driscoll.
Their one child actor.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh my god. Can we find a new kid? Are there other kids in America at this time, or is he like the only kid?
Maybe he's the only kid actor.
That can't
It
be true.
doesn't, to be fair, it doesn't end up very well for him.
To be fair, I also know like this is the studio system, so like they just like contract out actors and they only
Yeah, they
work for
did the
that
same with like
studio.
Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland. Yeah.
So like I know that this is the system we're in, but like it sucks to see the same kid that can't act.
He does great in Peter Pan as a voice actor.
Well, maybe he's a better voice actor than a regular actor. Some people are. All right, well, that will be next week. So watch the Treasure Island from the 50s if you want to
Hmm.
follow along with us on our Disney journey. Anything
It
else
is
we'd
on
like to
Disney
add?
Plus, I believe.
Well, let's do a real quick check of that then. Let's confirm
I think you
Amanda's
checked last
belief system.
time, but double check.
Treasure Island. I'm opening Disney Plus right now. It's doing the little
It's doing a little thingy.
the little intro video they show on the app. All right.
Hmm.
Treasure Island from 1950 on the dot. There's a promo for that. This is the first all live action feature. It is an hour and 36 minutes.
Why
Why
is
are
it so
you?
long?
Because it's a live action one? People didn't have to work to animate it?
There's a movie in 1976 that's a treasure movie that's like almost 2 hours long. I'm haunted by that. I'm scared.
That's for a very long time now.
You know what movie is coming up in 2004 though that we'll get to? Another treasure movie, a real treasure movie.
Are you talking about Muppet Treasure
National
Island?
Treasure. No,
Oh, fuck.
National Treasure. I'm talking about Nicolas Cage, baby. I'm talking about stealing the Declaration of Independence.
That was one of my favorite movies, and every time that movie comes on, I always watch it. Even though I've seen it I don't know how many times, like, I just can't stop myself.
I have YouTube TV now,
Hmm.
and I usually use it to go to bed.
Hmm.
And I was going to sleep the other night, and National Treasure 2 was on, and so I went to sleep to that movie. I was like, I can't not watch it if it's on.
It's such a good movie.
National Treasure
Like
3, when? Chop chop, Disney.
it made a shitty TV show on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's not
Like
good.
No.
Nick Cage isn't in it, so like, what's the
Yeah.
point?
And what's his name in it? Riley? Who plays
I
Riley?
think I think Riley's in it. I'm not sure. You know what? He might not be. I think it's like supposed to be like Nick Cage's kid or something. I don't know. But
Oh, stop that. Nick Cage doesn't have a kid in National Treasure.
all right. Well, I'm not sure if that's true or not. But I never
Well,
I
to be
watched
fair,
like the
we have a
first
kid
episode
now.
a while ago. Yeah, I guess we do. Anyway, let's wrap this up. As of recording, we're on Spotify and YouTube. If you're listening to us on YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notification for when every episode is uploaded. If you are watching us on or listening to us on Spotify, remember to follow the show, leave a rating and a review. If you are where you're listening to us, please remember to share the show So with people that you think might enjoy it, so we can keep doing this. If you would like to send us an email with a question you'd like us to answer, with your thoughts about an episode, with any ideas for future episodes, you can do that by sending us an email to
Nothing to see here podcast at gmail.com. As always, here is spelled HEAR.
if you would like to see some great artwork done by Amanda, see some images of things that we talk about on the episodes, and see some funny memes created by Hannah. You can find all of that and more over on our Instagram page, which is
Nothing to see here pod.
And I think that is all of the business taken care of. So, saying goodbye and good night. It's Frankie.
It's Hannah.
I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I was a mother once and now I'm not. This feels weird.
It was a mother once. How old were you in the dream? Was it like you're this age, or like were you older?
I didn't see any like physical difference, so maybe I was like super major physical difference. The kid was only like 2. So maybe I was like 30.
Kid was only 2.
Yeah. 2-year-olds are a lot of work, Frankie.
I know. I'd say that 2-year-olds weren't a lot of work. All right. Well, then, thank you all for listening. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.